guys, it's the Kylie Kobold, or Alyssa, or Chesh, whichever. And today I came on with just another chatty video. Sorry if you can hear my stomach. It's growling really hard today for some reason. I don't know why. But, yeah, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. Um, so today I have a crafting video. You may have noticed that I've done a lot of art videos. But today I have a crafting video. I'm working on this continuous granny square blanket. And it's actually gotten big enough to the point where it's keeping my lap warm, which is actually kind of hot. So it's a kind of a bad thing. But you know, that's what I get for working on it in the summer. So this is actually going to be a Christmas gift. Christmas is coming, my folks. We've only got a couple months, more than a couple months, but you know what I mean. Halloween hasn't passed yet, so I'm not passing up Halloween. Halloween for us really isn't a thing. We don't do parties, and trunk or treat is the thing here. So they don't go door to door to trick or treat anymore. They just go to these places that are set up, which honestly is safer for the kids, really. So I don't blame them, parents doing this. But we just don't get trick-or-treaters either here. So we don't really celebrate Halloween. We're not big Halloween people. And that being said, I'm usually a big Christmas person. I'm not like nuts about it. I don't decorate the whole house. I mean, I like to have a Christmas tree, but I don't decorate the whole house. I don't buy like $500 worth of presents. One, I don't have $500 to buy presents. But I don't do that. I just really enjoy getting together with my family and giving them, you know, little gifts. Or in this case of this blanket, a big gift. But usually I hand make my gifts. I do buy some as well. Like this year my mom requested coffee for me to buy her coffee because she drinks the McCafe and she would like some for Christmas, so I'm buying that. But this year I'm really trying not to spend a lot because I don't have a lot. I'm trying to make a lot of gifts, which if anyone knows, a blanket's not exactly an inexpensive gift to crochet. In fact, it's probably one of the more expensive things to crochet. That being said, I'm using Loops and Threads acrylic yarn, and it's pretty soft, and it's only like $3.99 for a skein, and the skein has like 200 over 200 or either that over 300 yards. So I don't make huge blankets. I only make like lap blankets. So it's actually not incredibly expensive. It's like $30, 30 or 40, depending on shipping. $30 or $40 per blanket, which is a big gift for me. So it is a gift that is big. And as any crocheter knows, if you're going to crochet big presents for Christmas, you got to start early. So that's why I'm talking Christmas presents right now, even though as I'm recording this is September. I don't know when this video is going to go up because I have to create a thumbnail, have to edit it, all that good stuff. So we'll see when it actually gets up. But yeah, also I like to buy some Christmas gifts early because I am on a fixed income. And I like to spread my gifts apart so that I don't have one big fee at the end of the year to pay, like one big, ooh, my stomach. I don't know if you can hear that or not. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with it today. But, so I don't have a big expense. That's the word I'm looking for. A big expense at the end of the year in December or November. So let's talk a little bit about what I plan on giving. So I have 3 younger brothers, and two of my brothers have long-term partners. So I'm giving each long-term partner a blanket. So this one's for my middle brother's uh, girlfriend, and she likes these colors, so I'm making this for her. And then I'm making one. The oldest boy just had a baby, which is I am first time being an aunt, obviously, because all of them are younger than me, and I'm only 31. So, but I'm so proud of him. And I'm making his fiance a blanket, and hers will be more retro colored because she likes those kind of fall retro vibes. So that's what I'm going for, fall retro. I don't have the yarn for that yet, otherwise I'd show you. I have to order it from Michael's, which is where I order. Well, I mean, I order loops and threads, so that's the only yarn that. That's the only place that sells that yarn. And basically, I used to order from Premier Yarns, and their yarn is really nice. It's anti-peel, and it's actually really soft. The problem with that is it's also expensive. Now, it doesn't look that expensive on the outside, because when you first look at it, it's like $1 more expensive than loops and threads. So it looks like, oh, it's just $1 more for this yarn, might as well get it. Well, here's the thing about it. It has less yarn in it, less yardage, way less yardage than loops and threads. So you have to get twice as much. So you're paying a lot more. So I switched to loops and threads at Michael's, is why I switched. So that's just why I switched to save money. And to be honest, the loops and threads is about the same quality as Premier. So might as well, you know. That being said, Premier, I don't really buy. I buy DK weight for plushies. I don't know if Loops and Thread has DK weight, but the DK weight at Premier has a lot of different color choices. They have a ton of color choices. So I do like to order DK weight from them still. I do have my cousin ordered off of me a wiener dog plush. Oops. Sorry about that. Ordered a wiener dog plush off of me. Because I had been making them to sell. Now, I don't sell crochet very often. Only whenever I need a couple bucks here and there. Because, one, the market's oversaturated with crochet. Like, everyone and their mama is selling crochet now after COVID. Everyone's selling it. It just isn't profitable like it used to be. Not that I price my stuff that high. I've seen some people, and, you know, kudos to them. You price what you think it's worth, but I've seen some people price plushes upwards of $80 for a small cow plush. And I just, personally, I can't bring myself to charge that much. Now, the wiener dog I have is pretty big, pretty long, takes a lot of effort, so I charge like $30 for it. And stuff like that. It's like a French themed dachshund hound. It's got a little beret and a little sweater on it. I don't have one to show you right now. I'm still working on my cousin's because I sold the one I had. I guess I could put a picture up, but I don't think I'll remember to put a picture up. So, sorry about that. But crochet is more of a hobby for me. Crochet and knitting is a hobby for me. I don't really like mass producing, and I don't like making a lot of crochet items at once. So it really isn't feasible for me to sell them unless I just want to make something but have no use for it, you know? Like I really wanted to make the Dachshund Hound, but like I don't need another plush, so I just sold it. Sometimes I just like making things and then I'm like, well, what do I do with it now? And then I can't store it because I don't have enough room. So I sell it or try to sell it or trade it for something else like supplies and stuff like that. So, and I used at one time I decided to sell knitted hats that had a knitted D20 on it. And people went bananas for that hat. I had to cap it at 8 orders because there was no way I could make all these hats. Because although they were worsted weighted hats, it took a lot of time because it was color work. It was kind of advanced color work. I charged not enough for them. This was like years and years and years ago. So yeah, I got plenty. I realized that I don't want to sell knitted objects because unless I have a bunch made, because knitting takes a lot more time than crochet does. As anyone who knits and crochets knows, crochet is way faster, way faster. It crochet does hurt my hands and wrists more. I'm not quite sure. It may just be the movements are hard on my hands and wrists. That's probably it. I do have osteopenia, which is the early onset of osteoporosis. And so my joints and stuff do hurt more than a regular person's would. My suggestion is, I do this as well, is to take a lot of breaks. Make sure you are resting your hands, make sure you're stretching your hands, and just make sure you're taking breaks even if you're in a rush, because you will damage your hands if you work past the point where if your hands even start hurting a tiny bit, take a break, because you don't want to damage your hands permanently and need surgery. Also, that's also one of the reasons why I think crochet is not as sustainable as other things that you can make, because eventually, most of the time, once you get older, you won't be able to crochet. Like my grandmother was not able to crochet at 60. And then what are you going to do? You know, hopefully you'll be able to retire at 60, but you may not want to. So I just don't think it's very sustainable in the long run to have a crochet business. I mean, if you want to have a crochet business, do not let me discourage you from doing it. You know, do it. Do what your heart says to do. Experience it. See if it's for you. Start small though. And make sure your skill level is up to par to be able to sell, that is. Because it's a lot of people are beginners and they try and sell stuff, and it's just not up to par with what it should be to sell. And just get some experience under your belt before you try and sell stuff, crochet stuff, is my advice. Did I take this advice when I was younger? No. But that is my advice as an older person. Hindsight is 20/20. Personally, I am trying to focus on art as a business. I love art, and I've wanted to be a professional artist ever since I was a little kid. That was my dream. And I never pursued it because, I don't know, where I'm from, it's not seen as a livable wage kind of thing. And just when I was younger, I mean, selling online wasn't really a thing, you know? Selling on the internet and relative of everything is new. And uh, things like that. So I never really had the chance to sell. Now I'm very much on the internet. I live on the internet because I'm disabled. I can't work a regular job. Um, so it's like, well, I guess now is the time to try and pursue it. Now that the economy is tanking, I should try and pursue art, which is just great. I I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You know, it can't hurt to try. You know? If you fall, you fall. You'll always get back up, basically. As long as you don't invest everything you have into it. If you're starting a business, do not invest everything you have into it. Because you never know if it'll flop or not, and then you're left in debt. So, that's my advice. I'm not investing everything I have into it. I'm just trying to get commissions and selling art prints at festivals. I have 2 festivals this year, which is all I'm doing this year because this year's almost over. Can you believe it? This year is almost over. We've just got like 3 more months after this month, after September. Right? No, I'm in August. Why am I saying September? September's next month. My brain is fried, y'all. I do not know what I am talking about. It is August. We've got like 4 months left in this year, which is kind of scary. I'll be 32 at the end of this year, which I think what has prompted me to want to sell art so much and kind of pursue that hobby is maybe a midlife crisis. I'm 31, going on 32. Sometimes I feel like I've done nothing with my life, nothing that I wanted to do. But most of the time I feel okay about my life because a lot of things were beyond my control, like getting cancer. I couldn't have prevented getting cancer. That's just genetics played a part in it because my mom had breast cancer and several of my family members have had cancer. My grandmother died of cancer. It was lung cancer and it went into her bones. So she had cancer. My mom had cancer. I had several great aunts who had cancer. Skin cancer is prevalent, but I had breast cancer, which is prevalent in our female relatives. So that was beyond my control, and that ate up all my 20s was dealing with breast cancer. It ate almost all my 20s. I had breast cancer, was first diagnosed with breast cancer, I believe when I was 24. Some dates are a little fuzzy. It was New Year's, so I just turned 24 when they called me. It was like January 1st, and they called me, and the nurse was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, so am I. But yeah, it ate up my 20s, and I just feel so behind other people, I feel like. I feel like if I was going to pursue art, I should have done it a while ago. But I was recovering from cancer, and I just would not have been able to do as much as I'm doing now. I mean, I'm still not healthy, but I'm not on IV chemo. I'm on chemo pills, it's a lighter form of chemo. So, you know, now I can kind of keep up with it. So I'm trying my best. And that's all we can do, is try our best. So the channel, so when I first created this YouTube channel, it was strictly for like art. And I had a separate crafting channel. However, I just don't make enough crafting videos to warrant a separate channel. So I kind of combined them. So you'll see art and crafting on this channel. I don't know if that's good or bad, to be honest, but I just don't think it's worth having two channels to worry about, you know? So I just combined the two channels, and I have the same TikTok for both of them. I used to have a separate TikTok for crafting as well, but I did have a separate Instagram for crafting as well, but like, again, I don't make enough crafting content to warrant a separate channel, so I just combine them, and I hope y'all are okay with that. So sometimes you'll get crafting content, and a lot of times you'll get art content. And that's just the way it is. But yeah, it's hard I suffer from depression, so it's hard for me to make videos sometimes. So, but I'm really trying now to do one at least every other Friday. Sometimes you'll get more because I'll do a video like this, crafting. So sometimes you'll get every Friday. But my goal is to have one at least every other Friday, so twice a month. And they'll usually be on Fridays. Unless I decide to post crafting videos on a different day, which I don't know if I will or not. We'll just see, but expect videos Fridays is what I'm saying. All right, guys, I finished not the blanket, but I finished this row. And as you can see, on a continuous granny square, this part goes really fast. Like, I had this done in one day, like this middle part. But all the rest of this, my goal is to finish this blanket this month. And I'm on the 19th. But as I said, I only create lap blankets, and it's getting really big. So I think I'm nearing the end. I haven't measured it yet. I got to measure it. But I'm nearing the end of it. And I'm really happy about it. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great day, evening, afternoon, whatever it is for you. And crochet on, my friends. Crochet on. Bye.